So, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Everyone is welcome. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري ويشرك في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. Inshallah, we will continue reading the 22nd word, first part. Now, we remember that there was a story like telling about between two people who were arguing. One of them was saying this universe must have a conscious creator. The other was saying, no, I don't care. I am here to entertain my life. That is the summary. And the person who feels responsible about the existence of this universe and his being in it in a meaningful way, trying to convince his friend that, look, I will show you and explain to you how the universe witnesses that it must have a conscious creator. So the author started listing proofs from different aspects of existence. Now, the ninth proof was interesting because although the universe explicitly expresses that it must have a conscious creator, but why we cannot comprehend him and why we cannot really see him doing this work. And we have to understand this subject. We started talking about how the things are brought into existence, and then, inshallah, we will continue to read the section so that we will come to a kind of explanation of this puzzling question, why we cannot see the creator doing the action on act. So I will read, starting from the paragraph we left off last week. Yes, all unlikelihood, difficulty, trouble, arduousness, I don't know how it's pronounced, indeed impossible, lies in not recognizing him. If we don't recognize him, all the problems arise from not recognizing him. Now, for a tree is given life from one root, through one law, in one center, and the formation of thousands of fruits is as easy as one fruit. If we understand that the whole universe is given existence by an absolute being, then we understand how the universe is existing and how we communicate with the universe and understand the meaning of their existence and relate to ourselves. But if the fruits were tied to different centers and roots, it means every being in the universe is acting on its own rather than they are employed there, created there to be in this position, and different, if the fruits were tied to different centers and roots and different laws, each fruit would be as difficult to produce as the tree. Because how can I explain that the atomic pieces are really conscious of what they are doing, so that they will form in themselves into a perfect and perfect purpose of existence, so that they will fulfill perfect duties. How can we do that? How can I accept this? Or how can my mind accept this alternative? And if the equipping of an entire army is in one center, mean, but it is produced in one factory or plant. Through one law, the whole plant works according to one principle. It means one law. It means, okay, everything is set according to an order, and this order is given by a conscious engineer that this factory must work in this way. The parts of the factory is employed by its engineer. And from one factory, as regards quantity, it is as easy as equipping a single soldier, because in order to make a dress, cloth, for example, for a soldier, this factory must exist there. So when you put the factory there once, you can produce thousands of them. But this factory must be established by a conscious being. By a conscious being. So while each soldier is equipped from all different places, if we accept this, then to equip one soldier, there would have to be as many factories as for the entire army. It means this cloth for this soldier must be produced in one factory, and another one is another factory. It means if you don't accept that, the whole clothes of the soldiers were the production of one factory, which is established uh, in a well-ordered position, or well-ordered factory plant working there under the desire, command, knowledge of its engineer. It will be easier. Just like these two examples, if in this well-ordered palace, this fine town, this advanced country, this magnificent world, the universe, and creation of all things, if all the creation of all things is attributed to a single being, but this single being, we should not forget that, cannot be describable within the qualities of the universe, like the engineer of the factory cannot be describable within the conditions of the factory itself. It is another being, independent being. You cannot find this independent being in the factory. So he independently exists, and his existence is completely different from the existence of the factory. One of them is made up of matter, the other one is a conscious being. And everything in the factory is put there, located in its place by the will of this engineer. The engineer of the universe, if you like, must be an absolute being. And so absolute must be a single being. Cannot be too absolute, cannot be imaginable, cannot exist, logically contradictory. So if we accept this, then attribute the creation to a single being, an absolute being, whole creation of the universe is attributed to an absolute being, it becomes as easy, so light. It is the reason for the infinite abundance, availability, and munificence we see. Everything is freely given to us. It is so interesting. Everything is freely given to us, and creation is abundant. Out of one seed, thousands of fruits, plants are created. Out of one seed. Thousands of them are produced, and each seed promises that in its existence, I am created to become another source of existence of thousands of other beings, other results, harvests. That is how the universe is created. Otherwise, if we don't accept this, and also everything is given to us freely. It is not expensive, free. We make life expensive. Otherwise, the creation is free. Otherwise, everything would become so expensive, so difficult, that if the whole world was given to someone, they wouldn't obtain them. Even, if you use the universe itself, the whole world itself, make me an apple, they cannot. It is impossible, but I have all the things in the universe. You may have the matter, but you cannot produce one orange. Impossible. That is how the creation is taking place. So the person is one side of human beings represents human heart, human spirit, speaking to human ego, which doesn't want to submit itself uh, to its creator and looks for an excuse. I don't see it. I don't know. Then he's trying to give more and more evidence. 10th proof. I will continue if you have. I will stop here if you have any questions, concerns. Otherwise, I will continue. Come, my friend, who has come a little to his senses. We have been here 15 days, age of discretion. I mean, becoming an adult now, responsible to question why they are here, and and also they realize that whatever they are doing, they will be responsible for them, for their actions. And if they uh, take the creation as free, you can just use it without feeling any responsibility to give a meaning to it and understand the reason in their existence. Now you understand. Now you are at the age of understanding the meaning of the universe. If we don't know the regulations of this world, because there are principles that I cannot do anything I want. We know that there is perfect regulations between human relationship. So I cannot steal somebody else. I cannot kill or harm another being. Otherwise, I will be punished. That is what human beings, the feelings of human beings, let us know. So how about treating the universe as if it has no owner and saying that I can use it, it's free? No, can you go to a shop and say, no, everything is presented here, exhibited here for me. I can put my uh, whatever I want from there in my bag and walk out. What they say, they will catch you and they will take you to the police to punish you. Why? They know all the things here have an owner. How about the creation of the things that uh, the company or greengrocer shop owner presents there? How about the things themselves? Do they not have an owner? So he is trying to tell them, if you don't know the regulations of this world and don't recognize its king, it means its owner, we shall deserve punishment. We have no excuse. Punishment means in our social relationship, we understand. If somebody breaks into another person's house and steals it, everybody says this person must be caught and punished. That is human feelings. Of course, we don't use, some people don't use these human feelings when we steal something from the universe as if they don't have any owner, as if. Even if you go to a farm and take something there, the farmer will catch you and punish you or take you to the police to punish you. Although farmer is not the creator of the producer there, producers there. Just he has taken care of some things there. He didn't create the things or the produce, whatever the fruit, vegetable, whatever, or grain, whatever. He didn't create it. Still, he punishes you, and everybody he understands that the farmer is right. If you just take anything from the farm and walk away, everybody agrees that no, it is the right of the farmer. He worked for it. How about the right of the produce, creator of the produce? Really, we are, oh no, inshallah, we are not. So some people are so irrational, saying that universe happened by itself. It doesn't have an owner. Well, if you go into his house and take his property, it will say it happened by itself. Do you think will they say? They don't have an owner. I found there in the house. I took it out. No one accepts this. No one. Even the one who steals from the creation by claiming that it happened by itself cannot, does never allow anyone who comes into his house and take the properties away without his permission. Although he is not the creator of them. He just bought them from the greengrocer or another uh, stores. That is so strange for some people, how they really dare to deny the owner of the universe. I don't know how a human being can conclude this. I don't know. So we have no excuse because the 15 days, it means age of 15, as though given a respite until the age of 15, we can go. If you take a child, of course, if you take a child to a shop, especially a toy shop, they would know that something must be paid. They cannot take it away as they want. They will take it. It's all right. I mean, if a child is caught, has taken one of the toys from the toy store and walked away, and if they catch it, they will take it back, but never punish the 3 years old child. But after 15 years, they never forgive. So they didn't interfere with us until the age of adulthood. Of course, we have not just being left to our own devices. It means use the universe as you want without asking for permission. How, of course, we all know how to ask the permission of the owner of this universe. First, I have to acknowledge him. The second, I have to take him with his permission, take the things from his creation with his permission. I shouldn't waste it, use nonsense ways, and be thankful to him. Do I have to pay any money, any labor for it? No, just take it. But acknowledgement and being thankful is necessary so that I wouldn't be a thief stealing from the property of the creator of the universe. I wouldn't be a thief by not acknowledging him and asking for his permission. But asking for his permission is only acknowledging him and being thankful, grateful to him. We cannot wander around among these delicate, well-balanced, subtle, skillfully made, and instructive creatures like an animal and spoil them. We cannot do it as we like it, without any asking the permission of its owner. They wouldn't permit us to harm them, even not only even if I don't steal them, I cannot harm them either, misuse them, especially by wasting, misuse them. So they wouldn't permit us. It means the owner of the universe wouldn't permit us to harm them either. And definitely those people who do it must be punished by the owner of the universe. The penalties of the country's august, respected owner, no, the king, I don't like the word king. So country's powerful, awesome owner, creator, the penalties of uh, the creator's penalties are bound to be awesome, as he is the owner of the universe. Can you imagine? He is not the owner of a grocery shop. He is the owner of the universe. So his punishment must be so great as well. You can understand how powerful and majestic he is from the way he orders this huge world as though it was a palace. A, a palace. The universe is a palace. And makes it revolve like a machine. I mean, like a machine. Machine is standard, but it's an example. Uh, Everything is revolving like a machine, but this machine of the universe renews itself. Our machine we use never renews itself. So the difference is here. But this is the way, the simple way of explaining. He administers this large country like a house. So easy, one house, as if missing nothing. That is important. There is nothing in the universe which is missing. We cannot say that, this galaxy, if there was another star there, it would be more perfect. No, it would spoil the balance. It would be harmful. No. In the earth as well, nothing is missing. Everything is precise and meaningful. Missing nothing, perfect. In human beings also, for the purpose of creation of living beings, which are created to live in a period of time in this world and disappear, so that the new ones will be brought and replace them, created for the purpose, because this universe, this palace of the universe, is not the permanent residence of human beings or animals or plants. Temporary residence for us. Why? Just to introduce who the creator is, so that especially human capacity is concerned, human beings will realize that their feelings, their capacity, which expects infinite satisfaction, and this universe tells, no, you cannot fulfill this satisfaction, need for satisfaction, And none of the universe can do it. So look for the source that he can do it, the agent that he can do it, the creator of the universe and the creator of yourself is letting you know that you cannot satisfy yourself, even if he gave me the whole universe. I wouldn't be satisfied with it. What shall I do with the whole universe? I am going to die. It is going to die at the end. Now, galaxies are dying. Isn't that an interesting sign for me that even those galaxies were given to me? What shall I do with them? They are transient. I cannot really benefit from them directly, but the creator is saying that yes, you cannot benefit as you like, but you can benefit from the way that they are created. So you can understand the meaning in their existence, manifested in the way that they are given existence. So you understand that they are informing me of the necessary existence of their creator, who is absolute, who is permanent, and everything changes, but his way of creation doesn't change. It means he is permanent. But whatever is created by him is subject to change. But change by whom? Who is changing them? The creator is saying, can you explain the change in the creation by attributing it to anything of this universe? Can you? Can you say that the matter is changing itself continuously in a perfect way so that he is introducing himself to me by demonstrating that nothing of this universe can do it. Only the one who created the universe with this quality. So it's perfectly created. Yeah, sorry. See, now here we are reading. See, like filling a container and emptying it, he continuously fills this space, palace, this country, this town, it was the example, with perfect order and empties it with perfect wisdom. So after introducing himself, the creator says, okay, whether you got the message or not, I gave you enough time and demonstrated infinite number of creation that manifested my qualities in their existence, whether you benefited from art, from not, the time is out. Go out and let me create other beings here and then continue creating more and more human beings in the universe, on the earth, so that they will experience from the creation of the universe. So if it was, we have to ask this question. If our existence in this world was permanent, what would happen? I would take it for granted that I existed like this and continues. That's it. Only through the change in my existence. And at the end, only through the reality of the end of my life, death, I understand that I am totally dependent on the one who created me. That is an excellent wisdom that I can experience in this world, in the wisdom in the existence of death and aging, perfectly arranged. So we shouldn't get angry that we are aging, we are created in this form, and at the end we are given death. We love existence. This sense is given to me. And death, if death was the end of my existence, it contradicts my sense of love of existence. What is going on in the world? My creator is contradicting himself, making me love the existence and not giving me existence anymore. And we have to understand that the creator of the universe is telling me something with perfect wisdom. So my existence belongs to him, not to this world. So I have to acknowledge this, if you like, unseen, absolute creator in the universe that we cannot see him. Of course, the universe is his act, his creation. We cannot find, as we mentioned earlier on, we cannot find the engineer of a factory within the factory or the elements of the factory. It is, we are given this ability to understand this. That is not difficult at all. Okay. Any comments? Any questions? Okay. Qasim says, what is the purpose behind making the time of death transition uncertain? Oh, it is another subject, and it must be dealt with independently. But for the moment, since my beloved friend asked this question, very briefly, if you and I knew when I am going to die, what I will do, no, I am perfect. I am okay now. And I will understand that I will die 20 years later. I will say, okay, let me think about it when I am going to die. But I wouldn't be, if you like, very serious of my every moment that I don't know. It may be tomorrow, maybe my last day in this world. So I have to fulfill the mission of my existence in this world because I don't know. I would say, okay, at the end of my life, if I knew it, when it is going to happen, I wouldn't really bother until the end is approaching. And I wouldn't really have the hope that tomorrow I may not be given existence. Whereas when the date of death is unknown to me, I will be always hoping what? From whom? From my creator. Please, my creator God, give me another day. I will utilize it. Give me another day. I will utilize it. In this, is, if you like, suspension, I don't know whether I will be given or not. I will take every moment as a precious gift. If I knew guaranteed tomorrow I wouldn't bother to communicate with the Creator. Give me another day. No, He promised me that He will give. Why should I? Why should I bother about it? Okay, thank you. But, I have another 20, 30, whatever years. Then I will take it seriously as the last day is coming. Can you imagine? I know that I'm going to die tomorrow. I have no hope from my Creator. Definitely, He told me you are going to die. No, why do people go to hospital and try to cure their problems? Why? Because they are hoping from the Creator that if I do it, He may, if I do certain things or take tablets and do some exercise, whatever, He may give me. But I know that nothing can guarantee, but only guarantee from His decision, decree. So this is the only way to keep in touch with our Creator at every moment and being in need of Him at every moment, acknowledging Him. That is really, really what we need. Yeah, thank you, Qasim. Thank you. Now, like spreading out a table, then cleaning it away, varieties of foods are brought in turn and given to eat in the form of a great variety of tables being laid out by an unseen hand in every part of this vast country and then being cleared away. For example, if I am not hungry until 20 years, do I communicate with the creator of my food? Now, I'm not hungry. I don't need it. I don't feel the need. Why should I bother? But since this uh, hunger is repeated, anytime I feel hungry, I acknowledge that I am in need of His preparing the food for me. I am in need of it. So every summer, the farmers are expecting the results of their work to be harvested in the at the end of the summer or during the summer, depending on the production producers. Uh, Whatever, the time is not important, but they are expecting. This human feeling declares, whether we accept it or not, that we cannot guarantee anything. Nothing in the universe can guarantee anything that something will happen tomorrow. All hope from the Creator so that He will create it or not. Of course, this hope is the only way to communicate with the Creator. Those people who don't create, sorry, who don't believe in a conscious Creator, what do? They keep their hope as, and they're crossing the finger like this, chance. So this meaningless, purposeless chance may happen, may not happen. And hesitant, perfectly, the most hesitant situation one person can be in. Always hesitant. Chance, not a conscious decision by a conscious creator of the universe. So that I will trust his wisdom, his knowledge, and communicate with him. Please, if your wisdom allows, give me what I need. So this is a beautiful relationship with me as a conscious being, between me as a conscious being and the creator, another conscious being. We understand each other. For example, can you go to the kitchen and ask the things to become an edible food for me? They don't respond. They don't know. They will. The people will say you are crazy. But if I ask a person, conscious being, speaking to him and saying, please, can you prepare or fix the dinner for me? And if this person is merciful, compassionate enough to respond back to me, he will make it, fix it for me. And this relationship will be a satisfactory, humanly satisfying relationship. This is between two conscious beings. How about a conscious being is communicating with unconscious nature and accident? As if I'm speaking to a wall, or relating my feelings to a wall, to a stone, to an atom. Unconscious. Chance. What is that? Luck. What is that? Just my concepts. Is there any chance in the universe? Everything is perfectly created in a perfect order. There's no chance. I don't know how people invented these meaningless concepts like luck, chance, nature, natural laws, accident. None of them exists. None of them has any sign in the universe. The way it comes into existence, that they are real concepts, represents reality at all. There is nothing in the universe as chance, no reality. Luck, nature. What is nature? It's just a concept. Natural law. It's not just a concept as a result of experiencing, observing the universe and understanding that there is a order in the way the things are brought into existence. The unconscious things cannot be the source of the existence of order. How a human being can really be deceived with these concepts which has no reality out there? The way I am created, that I can speak, I can see, I can hear, I can reason. And of course, we use this vocabulary in a wrong way, saying, it is my nature. What do you mean by nature? It is the way you are created. What do you mean by nature? Where did you get this nature of speaking, nature of seeing, nature of reasoning, nature of being aware of the questions, existence, nature of asking for the answer to your human expectations, how to satisfy? Where is this nature? They are given to you. After being given or existence to you, you find these qualities endowed on you in your existence. That is how you are created. What do you say, my nature? No, the way I am created. The equipments that are put in my existence, by the way, I am created by the one who created me in this way. Human beings are free to choose. They are free to cheat themselves. But God forbid, we have to be careful not to fall into this. Especially we should try not to use this word nature at all. It is natural, of course. It is winter, of course. It is natural that it will be cold. It is not natural. It is the way it is created in relationship with the earth, globe of earth, and the sun, and it is rotations perfectly arranged. That is meant to be by its creator, the one who created the earth, to revolve around the sun in an elliptic route, orbit. That is what we call it, orbit. There is no orbit out there independent from the existence of the earth. The way we observe that the earth is revolving around the sun, we call it orbit. There is no external existence of orbit out there. We have to be careful with our language. That's what we learned here. Okay. Everything is laid out by being laid out by an unseen hand. It means absolute hand, the creator in every part of this vast country, and then being cleared away purposefully. The unseen hand clears away one, then brings another in its place. You see this too. And if you use your head, think about it, you will understand that within that awesome majesty is an infinitely munificent liberality. Gives it abundantly. Liberality means it has no limit in his giving, in his creation. But his creation is all meaningful. Okay, I think we should, that's enough for this paragraph. And see, just as all things testify to that unseen one's sovereignty and unity, so to these revolutions and changes which pass on in succession like caravans and are opened and closed from behind the true veil. It means we don't really see it, but it is happening and it is consciously arranged, testify to his continuous and permanence. The kings, the owner in the example king, the owner of this, he is here, continuously existing and creating, so the other things are transient. So his actions, creation, as a result of his act of creation, the things are transient, but he continues to create, demonstrates that Now, the universe I am creating is transient, but I am permanent. I am here, continuing to create. It is the best way of introducing his absoluteness. For the causes of things disappear along with them. Now, this is a little bit difficult. The causes of things disappear. For example, when I die, my body, my body cells also dies. There they go from being in the form of a human being. So not only I die, all my parts, cells also die. What does it mean? The cells cannot be the source of my existence. The DNA structure of the cells in my body cannot be the source of my existence. That is what this demonstration goes on in creation. Whereas the things which we attribute to them, it is understood from the bubbles on the surface of a river disappearing and the bubbles which succeed them sparkling in the same way that what makes them sparkle is a constant and elevated possessor of light. It means, very simple, if I see a river is running and the bubbles are there, appears, disappear, but some sparkling light manifests them, they disappear, bubbles disappear, but light still, the light still goes on. What does it mean? Manifesting it is sparkles on the new bubbles. What does it mean? Bubbles are transient, but light is not. So the creation is continuously renewed. They are transient, but the new things are created in yet another perfect order. It means the creator is permanent. This was the example. Similarly, the speedy changing of the things continuously, very speedy, very, even we cannot really measure the time. And the things that flow on after them, I mean, come afterwards, one of them disappeared, the other one come. One of them disappeared, yesterday disappeared, today is created. Today will disappear, tomorrow will be created if the creator wills it. Look, this is beautiful. We cannot guarantee the tomorrow. If we were in a position to guarantee that tomorrow will create, we wouldn't say, please God, give me another life for tomorrow. It means I wouldn't communicate with him. Yeah, that is very interesting that we are left in an unknown world. Every moment we are facing with an unknown world to us. So similarly, I think we read this, but I will repeat it to complete the sentence. The speedy changing of things and the things that follow on after them, assuming the same colors, almost, not exactly, shows that they are the manifestations, inscriptions, mirrors, and works of art of the one who is perpetual, undying, and single, means absolute, ahad, absolute. I would say here, not single, absolute. Single may be misunderstood. As not married, something like that. Ehad means absolute. Hey, and 11th proof. But time is up. I would like to hear your comments if you have. Otherwise, inshallah, next week we can continue from 11th proof. Inshallah, God willing. Look, no guarantee. It's beautiful, Qasim. Thank you for asking this question. It is beautiful that the reality of this world, we don't know what will happen tomorrow. It really makes me realize who I am. I am needy. Needy. I cannot guarantee anything. That is a perfect understanding. Alhamdulillah, I'm very pleased with it. Thank you, Qasim, asking the question. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين بحرمة سر سورة الفاتحة